A very warm welcome to all of you, and now it's time for poll of polls. It's not about our exit polls also, it's also about exit poll done by other news companies. And in this exit poll, the result may vary, but that's the fun of doing elections. And I'm joined by Brijesh Pandey, our input editor. I'm joined by my senior colleagues Sudha Sadanand, Ramakrishna Sridharan, Neerja Chaudhary, Kingshuk Nag from Telangana, Lal Murlani, political analyst, assistant professor, Faith College, Aizawl. And she will be speaking on Mizoram, though the data on Mizoram was not available, but we'll still do a part of our poll and polls on Mizoram. Avdesh Kumar Malik and Deshdeep Saxena. But before that, Vishal, can you throw all the graphics on the screen? Just put them on here. Let's go state by state. So the first is Madhya Pradesh. Our poll strat, 106, 116, 111 to 121. I think we have debated this ad nauseum. But Jan Ki Baat says that BJP is getting 127 seats in Madhya Pradesh and Congress is getting 100. The matrix says 118 to 130 to BJP and 97 to 107 to Indian National Congress. Chanakya. Wow. We'll stay on Madhya Pradesh. Please stay on Madhya Pradesh. Chanakya. 151 to BJP and 74 to Congress. I think we'll have to reformulate a debate, Neerja ji.
Yes, that takes your breath away.
And Dainik Bhaskar, I think this is a tough call, 95 to 115, 105 to 120. So we have made our own poll of polls, so we have repurposed the content of exit polls. So it's 124 and 101. If we go by the sum of entire exit polls, so the BJP is at 124, the Congress is at 101. Sudha?
Yeah, I mean, like Chanakya is the one which actually takes my breath away, and in Madhya Pradesh, you know, which is a major, you know, difference. 151 kahan or 74 kahan. I do not know if my friends here agree with me. What about you, Brijesh?
I mean, that's the shock element is there from Chanakya only. But if you shock element, of course, I mean, because nobody expected. I mean, like if you ask a BJP wala in private, even he would not agree to, or he would be shocked by the figures which have been thrown by Chanakya. But the fact is that if you look at all the poll of polls, all the this exit polls done by other companies, one trend is very clearly visible that majority of them, or I think 90% of them have given the closure to the majority mark to the BJP and not to the Congress, which is very interesting to see, because if this happens, this means that all the efforts, all the political gambits which the BJP played has worked for them. If go by Chanakya, it has gotten them a bumper lottery of sorts.
So, Kartikeya, my takeaway from this is that one thing is very clear. These exit polls are not precise science, right? It depends on the quality
of...
to
talk about. Please don't take away the fun from the
program. Exactly. But I'm being honest.
Please don't be a party pooper, I've been up from...
But that's the reality, Kartikeya. That is why you see this huge divergence in terms of the exit polls. These are not opinion polls, these are actually exit poll numbers, right? So, unless it is backed by another qualitative check that you've done, like go into actual constituencies, villages, and you spread your sample and do a corroboration of that, you will not get accurate numbers. I think the polls that have done it, the companies that have done it, kudos to them. And we'll see that maybe Chanakya is definitely an outlier. I don't think it's going to be this sort of a number outcome at all in Madhya Pradesh.
When I look at these, if this is true, can Madhya Pradesh become another Gujarat in the sense where organizational strength of BJP is so much that even if you do well, you don't touch 47%. You stagnated 43%. That 4% marks remain and you never come to power.
Are you asking me?
Yes.
Yeah. I think I'm not going to the accuracy of the numbers. That's a given. I'm taking the numbers. BJP winning Madhya Pradesh, remember, it's the oldest laboratory of BJP.
Correct.
Predates Gujarat. And winning it, barring the months that Kamal Nath was in power, now it's been 2 decades?
2 decades.
That it's been in power. Therefore, it will give stability to the BJP in the entire Hindi heartland in the coming battle, and the battles after that will have to be fought. So I think this is, just as Telangana is very important for the Congress, you know, to get a toehold in the entire South, the possibility of that getting, you know, grip of the situation in the South. So also for the BJP, Madhya Pradesh, retaining it is very, very significant, I think.
Mr. Saxena, I mean to say the difference is stark if you compare it with our what the poll strat has given, because if you look at Jan Ki Baat, if you look at Matriz, if you look at Chanakya, even Dainik Bhaskar is close one. If you do the sum of polls, BJP is at 124 and Indian National Congress is at 101.
Well, two things. First, I agree with the gentleman who says it's not a precise science. I would like to add further, 2 and 2 may not always be 4 in politics. Having said all that, you know, these figures are confusing. BJP is jubilant in Madhya Pradesh, hoping that they are going to form the government. But let us all wait. We should all wait for the day when counting is held and the result would actually come. You know, nobody knows about the sample size of these surveys, you know, different elements of these surveys. None of these agencies have revealed the actual, methodology which they've applied, the size of the survey, population, the area where they went around. So many things which are lacking. But numbers
I know
are with us.
it's not an exact
they are
science, Mr.
confusing,
Saxena, but
definitely,
there
and
have been times where the surveyors have done a good job. There have been times when surveyors have predicted, though not published, but they did the job when AAP was sweeping the election, or 2014 when Modi was coming to power, or someone in 1983 when Rajiv Gandhi was sweeping the elections. So surveyors have done their job well. Yes, sometimes they have really got it wrong, horribly wrong.
Dainik Bhaskar survey says
All surveys are margin of error.
115.
Yes.
I'm sorry, Dainik Bhaskar survey says 96
Dainik Bhaskar
to
says 95 to 115, and that's for
15.
BJP.
But
and
I
Indian
would
National
like to
Congress.
add one more thing.
Another survey says 150 seats. So there is so much of difference, you know.
Correct.
So
And Karthikeya, if these numbers are right, if the poll of polls average is right, then it also means that there's no anti-incumbency.
yes.
Okay.
There's also one more thing. India Today Axis poll also, which is missing there, has also given number which is on a similar line to what Chanakya has said. They have given a number of 140 to 160, which is
160.
almost in sync with what Chanakya is showing, 151. And you know, I agree with you, Shri, that it's not a complete, it's an exact science. But majority these these pollsters, they have a strike rate of at least 80 to 90%. Which is phenomenal when it comes to predicting elections where the seat number comes within the
See,
range.
you know, we need to go to Mr. Malik. Mr. Malik, your thoughts on this, Madhya Pradesh?
140 to 162.
I'm saying the Madhya Pradesh figures by having the BJP.
Mr. Malik, you need to be more audible. Louder, please.
Are you getting me?
Yes,
now?
yes.
Hello.
I think we are not getting his audio proper. Mr. Malik? Yes.
Are you getting my
Yes,
sound
yes.
now?
You are audible.
Yeah. I think that Madhya Pradesh is favoring now as far as the poll surveys you are showing on the TV screen and the computer screen. Basically, BJP is going to win the elections. But earlier, what we have the reports, we saw that there is a very close fight between Congress and BJP. And finally, I think Mama was finally capable to beat the anti-incumbency wave in Madhya Pradesh.
Okay. Okay. Now, Vishal, can we play the Telangana poll of polls? Okay. So, let's play Telangana poll of polls. We've got a lot of bites from Telangana. So, in Telangana, the poll stat 49 to 59, 48 to 58. We discussed it. Jan Ki Baat says Indian National Congress is getting 63. BRS says 44. Matriz 58 to 68. BRS 46 to 56. CNX 63 to 79. BRS 31 to 47. Chanakya 71.
See, again, Chanakya has shocked.
And BRS 33. Mr. Nag, your first thoughts on the poll of polls. You know, we wanted to come to you, but
And
we couldn't.
especially about Chanakya.
when we couldn't connect. But your thoughts on Telangana, you know. So, in this, in our sum total of poll of polls, the mathematics of what we have put together, 64 is for Indian National Congress, and 44 is for BRS. Mr. Nag, to you.
Well, I'm not looking at the figures, but I stay in Hyderabad, so I know what's happening here. So basically, TRS has been in power for the last 10 years. So there's a solid anti-incumbency effect. So that anti-incumbency effect is going to the Congress, which is trying to gaining advantage out of it. There's a third party also, BJP, but BJP is not virtually not in existence in this part of the world. So the battle is between the TRS and the Congress. And the TRS is losing because of it has been in power for 10 years, and a lot of people don't like it because it has been in power for 10 years. There are a lot of complaints. So therefore, Congress is a weak party. But even so, what do the people do? What is the option they look for? If they can't vote for the TRS, they will vote for Congress only because the BJP is non-existent here. So that is how these results are being shown. I'm not looking at the exact numbers, but I'm
so basically, Mr. Raj, you have counted out Bharatiya Janata Party. You are saying that the BJP could never become an alternative in Telangana. That's what you are saying, sir?
Bharatiya Janata Party does not exist here. Bharatiya Janata Party does not exist here.
But
okay, that's a strong
statement.
You guys stay in North India, so you have no idea about the politics here. The Bharatiya Janata Party is non-existent in this part of the world.
Correct. But Kingshuk, you have been a watcher for so many years now. Give us your sense. Who do you think is really going to win Telangana?
I think it could be the Congress or the TRS, but then it will be marginal. Then BJP will swing into action and Modi will play something and then take away the TRS. The thing is that BJP's game is very simple. BJP's game is to protect the party which will be lesser of an evil to hit. And it is afraid of Congress, so it is backing BJP, backing TRS. So therefore, there will be a sort of alliance between TRS and the BJP. But maybe not a written alliance, but an unwritten alliance. And the Congress will therefore be the loser. But there's another angle, of course, MIM. But MIM has been losing ground in the last 1 or 2 years because it doesn't have the trust of the Muslims anymore. Because the Muslims are seeing that MIM plays very funny games. So therefore, it will be like BJP and TRS together versus the Congress, maybe. Something like that. This is only pure speculation.
Mr. Nag, you're talking about the lesser evil, but I think Prime Minister, I think took BRS on when he said, this guy, the Chief Minister wanted to join me. I think that was an attack up close and personal.
Yeah, that's true. But then he can't be supporting him, nah. Suppose the Prime Minister is there, he has to attack both the parties, Rahul Gandhi also and this chap also, KCR. Whom will he attack more? Who will be afraid? Whom will he be afraid of? Because of the Congress, actually, because the Congress is a national party with the All India presence. Whereas TRS is a regional party and therefore he can checkmate them. I don't think for Mr. Modi it has been a game which is of great thing. Because say about a month ago, BJP was a serious contender in Telangana, but now they have suddenly withdrawn. Why? Because they have probably seen that they have no chance of winning the state. एक चीज आप समझ लीजिए कि जो बीजेपी है, बीजेपी is a North Indian party and a West Indian party. It does not exist in South India. And now you have to have a BJP which is going to rule the country from Delhi. So therefore, it needs a presence in the south. In Tamil Nadu, it's got no presence. In Kerala, it's got no presence. In Karnataka, it had a presence, but now no longer so.
No, but sir, but Mr. Nag, I mean, it gets to rule the country whether it's a presence in south or not. But what I'm trying to understand is that what made it throw the towel is something which I seriously want to understand from you, sir.
Sir, I don't know myself, but I think Mr. Modi has taken the step. Therefore, he must have had some games, something in his mind. So I don't know what that idea is. But ये बात तो सही है कि BJP was seen as a contender earlier, but now it has suddenly withdrawn. Why is it withdrawn? Maybe because it sees no chance. Therefore, because this state is not a BJP state. South India is not a BJP state. Telangana is not a BJP state. Andhra Pradesh is not a BJP state. Therefore.
But Mr. Nag, if I may ask you part B of my question, the same thing is there, BJP, there are several states where BJP doesn't stand a chance. I mean, like even in the state of Delhi, where the Aam Aadmi Party has comprehensively and thoroughly beaten them, like, 67-3 kind of a scenario, which is very rarely witnessed where BJP has been power before. but they have never left the race, never. I mean, in the state of Kerala, they're like, 10 central leadership going for a 10-kilometer walk and saying that, oh, boss, we are going to win the election. But they have never left the scene like they have left in the state of Telangana. So I was a bit intrigued to ask you why did they do that?
Delhi is a place where the BJP has got a huge presence. I've grown up in Delhi, I know it. It's a very amazing thing that Aam Aadmi Party has come up. So Aam Aadmi Party is really, as you see, the very fellow who's the most strongest contender, because how does he come to that? So Delhi is a different case. Delhi, I don't think the BJP thinks that they are out of the race. BJP probably thinks that they will be in the race, because all the top BJP leaders were from Delhi because of post-partition, jitne bhi refugees as of Delhi mein aaye the. As far as Kerala is concerned, I don't think BJP is very strong, and I don't know what they will think.
Mr. Naug, this is Sudha here. I wanted to ask you that, if you look at the Congress, which has had a kind of resurgence, because, much like the BJP, the Congress was also a divided house. At least 3 months ago, Revant Reddy found himself in the woods to a great extent. There were several contenders for the chief ministership. Do you think that the Karnataka factor actually gave a fillip to the Congress in Telangana? Was that factor very, very important for the Congress to come together, get their act together, and also have a kind of a layering which was more plausible than, let's say, any other party?
Yeah, I think so. Because suddenly the Karnataka win for the Congress has acted as a great fillip to make its efforts in Telangana. Also the fact that Rahul Gandhi has been the head of the Congress for so long and has been not really successful. But now he's been around for so many years that he's also gaining some political wisdom, especially after his yatra.
Okay.
And
Mr. Nag, sorry, I have to stop you here. Nija ji, there's a SMS I have got. Tricky exit polls. Congress could win 4 out of 5 or 2 out of 5 or 2 could be hung assembly. 2 things emerge. BJP has ceded space but not enough. Congress has rediscovered its election winning mojo, but barely there.
I also got the same one. So that's going to a lot of people. Yeah. But I would certainly say about Telangana, I would say today that the Congress probably will win convincingly. That's feedback, that's visuals, that's talking to people, and now the exit polls.
Okay.
That I think I would stick my neck out and say Congress is winning. Telangana.
Okay, so before I move on to another state, let me play out the bites which had come from Telangana. There are a couple of bites, let me play them out. Then I go to Rajasthan.
I don't understand what kind of illogical exit poll this is when people are still queued up. People are still voting. What kind of a stupid exit poll is that? Where people are all continuing to vote, and now you come out with this and publish it. In a way, indirectly, I can accuse you also of being hand in glove with my opposition, but I'll not go thus far. All I'm going to say is it's ridiculous of Election Commission of India also, basically to allow for exit polls at 5:30 when people are queuing up to vote till 9. I think it's very, very ludicrous.
जो सर्वे कुछ कम ज़्यादा उसमें आ रहे हैं, लेकिन सभी ये बता रहे हैं कि कांग्रेस पार्टी 60 के आगे जाएगी, मेजॉरिटी आएंगी। लेकिन कुछ सर्वे ये भी कह रहे हैं कि अच्छी तरह पोजीशन में कांग्रेस पार्टी आएगी। हमारा पहले से ही कहना है कि हम 70+ तेलंगाना में जाएंगे।
लेकिन जो एग्जिट पोल के आंकड़े आ रहे हैं, क्या नतीजे भी वैसे ही होंगे?
बिल्कुल, नतीजे 100%। 70+ तो हमने पहले से ही, क्योंकि हर कॉन्स्टिट्यूंसी के अंदर क्या स्थिति है इसका जायजा हमने लिया है, बार बार चर्चा हुई है, वहाँ की स्थितियों के बारे में चर्चा हुई है और हमने बड़ी अच्छी तरीके से कैंपेन भी चलाया है, सीट के बारे में भी बड़ी अच्छी तरीके से चयन किया है और हमें पूरा भरोसा है।
सत्ता दल बीआरएस पार्टी और कांग्रेस पार्टी बहुत पैसे वोटर्स को बांटे हैं और शराब डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करना, हर घर पे पैसे देना, दोनों आज पूरा इलेक्शन नॉर्म्स का वायलेट किया है दोनों पार्टी। हर जगह यही स्थिति थी। कर्नाटक से लाए हुए पैसे कांग्रेस के द्वारा डिस्ट्रीब्यूट किया गया और तेलंगाना में लूटा हुआ पैसे सत्ता दल बीआरएस पार्टी डिस्ट्रीब्यूट किया है। इलेक्शन कमीशन और स्ट्रिंजेंट एक्शन लेना चाहिए। खुलेआम पुलिस के सामने पुलिस अधिकारी के हेल्प से सत्ता दल बीआरएस पार्टी पैसे बांटना, शराब बांटना, विपक्ष के कार्यकर्ताओं के ऊपर डराना, ये लगातार तेलंगाना में चला है, आज भी चला है। फिर भी इलेक्शन शांतिपूर्वक हुआ है, आइसोलेटेड इंसिडेंट छोड़ के। मैं भारतीय जनता पार्टी के द्वारा तेलंगाना जनता को धन्यवाद देना चाहता हूँ। मगर लास्ट 2018 5 साल पहले जो चुनाव हुआ 2018 में, उससे आज तक अभी तक जो समाचार मुझे मिला है, मगर उतना लगभग 76% था। अभी जो इन्फॉर्मेशन मिला है 64% तक है और बहुत वोटिंग परसेंटेज कम है। ये अच्छा सिग्नल भी नहीं है।
I think we know by the reaction of people that the party has done well or not. If you start blaming the other, I think you have given away the election. You have given away what is going to happen in next 48 hours. Now let's talk about the state, which a lot of people said it's a cliffhanger. I don't know what other exit polls have given, but I'm talking about Rajasthan. So Polstrat gave 100, 110 to BJP and 90 to 100 to Indian National Congress. Now ETG says 108 and 128 to BJP, 56, 72 to Congress. Jan Ki Baat says 106, 80 to Indian National Congress. Axis by India, 90 to BJP, 96. Oh. Today's Chanakya, 89 to BJP, 101. If you look at others, they boil down to 10, but in ETG, Jan Ki Baat, Polstrata, and Axis by India, others are in 2 digits, which means these 2 digits can create a working majority for either Congress or BJP. As per Axis by India, it will not be able to create government for Indian National, not Indian National Congress, Jan Ki Baat, not possible, because BJP is 106, clear majority. Now 13 to 21, so the BJP is already ahead, it doesn't make a difference. It's only today's Chanakya which is giving 89 seats to Bharatiya Janata Party, but if you look at the sum in total in the context of range, it's 102 to 87. Nirja ji.
I think barring ETG and Jan Ki Baat, almost all the polls are giving enough leeway to the Congress to form the government in Rajasthan. And I think, if you like, Ashok Jadugar Gehlot or whatever acronyms it's very tempting to use on TV studio and all, this is going to be a nothing short of miracle, because nobody predicted a Congress victory in the state of Rajasthan. And when I say nobody, I mean nobody.
Sudha?
So do you think that the Modi factor somehow, Nirja, I want to ask you, because they were very, very clear about who's the overarching factor. So you think the Modi factor just did not work? Like, I'm again going to compare it with the South, because the Modi factor doesn't work there at all when he comes and, has these whirlwind or blitzkrieg. So do you think that really did not work, where, like Brajesh said, that there is some kind of a magic that this person wove?
2018 also it didn't work. He campaigned very vigorously. So that's not necessary that it works at the state level. But I must say this also, Chhattisgarh, Rajasthan, I met a number of people, and younger people in particular, who said, we are voting Gehlot because he's done this for us, and Sarkari Naukar also. We are voting Baghel because what he's done for the Kisan. Badi election mein hum Modi ko denge. So that phenomenon, so whether this will be a semi-final, that is a different subject altogether. But most people thought Gehlot had brought the Congress to a position of takkar, whereas once it was a complete washout. But whether he'll make it there, BJP कहती थी कि 80 तक ले जाएंगे. Now whether this gives 87 poll of polls to Congress. If he goes beyond 100, then I would say Gehlot's stature will go very, very high.
I'll just add half a line to yours. It doesn't matter. It looks like that Modi magic didn't work, but it looks like Vasundhara magic did work.
No, but I think this would also, to Neerja's point, mean that Sachin Pilot, the Gujjar factor, has not really damaged Congress the way one expected it to.
But there's another thing, you have a lot of others here. The others have not gone away. The Rajasthan continues to have high number of others. Any specific reason, Nisha ji, why so many others in double digit? In fact, EDG is giving 21 others.
There are a lot of, rebels
Exactly.
and independents in Rajasthan. Piछली बार भी था, if you remember,
Exactly.
Gehlot cobbled together a stable government on the basis of these, and BSP got a large chunk of them. So what these others are remains to be seen. And who will manage to get, 87 to no chance, and 102 obviously the BJP will try and get the independence. But if it goes to 96, or 101 like Chanakya, then it's a very interesting game that gets played out.
Today's Chanakya is giving BJP 89, Congress 101, and we know if it is 99, 98, 97, lot other things come into play. Axis India says 90, 96, so I don't think BJP will have a chance. But if you look at Jan Ki Baat, it's simple majority. ETG, it is simple majority. Even Polstrat says it's simple majority.
No, but Polstrat says simple majority to both. If you look at the upper end, it's a simple majority for both.
No. There's a difference.
With net to BJP.
Polstrat gives simple majority
net to BJP,
to BJP.
100 to 110. It is giving 90 to 100.
But Kartikeya, if you look at the others, and if you go by 2018 example, one of the things, because I travelled very extensively in 2018, and I had interviewed Ashok Gehlot 3 or 4 times, and whenever I would ask him, sir, please let me know about what you think, and he kept us, aap to Delhi ke media, aapko zyada pata hai, like, just banter with us. So we say, like, you will win 125, 130 seats. So he would smile, and private he said, like, somewhere around 100. Because it is somewhere around 100, and all these others, I will not be mighty surprised if that majority of those others are backed by Ashok Gehlot himself.
If Congress is like 89, 75, it's end of the road for Ashok Gehlot.
Definitely, Ashok Gehlot with these numbers will be LOP. He's not going to.
It's not going to be the end of the road, you're saying?
No, not at all.
No.
Not at all.
If he came down to 30, yes, it may be end of the road, and he may do other
And Kartikeya, if you analyze these things if you analyze these things, these are not bad figures. These are brilliant figures for Congress Party. Brilliant figures for Congress Party. Because did you read any article before today where anybody was projecting Congress to get 90 seats? No, not a single article.
See, as I said, when we started the program,
Congress
जब हारती है तो पिट जाती है, BJP जब हारती है,
no, but only Jan Ki Baat and ETG is saying, Jan Ki Baat and ETG,
I think these are equal numbers. So I'm saying that even if you lose, it's not a bad number. In 2013, Congress had 21 seats in Madhya Pradesh.
Kartikeya, I would give more credence to Access My India and today's Chanakya than Jan Ki Baat.
See, Brijesh, I'm not judging any one of them. I'm saying that just go by the number.
Absolutely, creditable number.
Brijesh, I want to ask you that if you're giving more credence to Access My India, which means that this whole divided house, the fight between number 1 and number 2, the kind of acrimonious relationship that they have, exchange of invective, all that seems to have not really mattered.
I think it raises, I'll counter answer, it raises Ashok Gehlot's stature within Congress to another level altogether. Because even if he gets 80 or 96 or 101, please tell me one single article you have read in any of the single newspaper where anybody has predicted 90 seats for the for the Congress Party.
No, you're right.
But just give me a minute. There are a couple of bytes that we have got from Rajasthan. Let's play them out.
ठीक.
देखिए एग्जिट पोल कुछ भी आए, सरकार कांग्रेस की बन रही है राजस्थान के अंदर। 5 राज्यों में बीजेपी कहीं नहीं आ रही है। 5 राज्यों में मुझे लगता है बीजेपी कहीं जीत नहीं रही है, नंबर 1। नंबर 2, राजस्थान के अंदर एग्जिट पोल कुछ भी आ जाए, सटोरिया कुछ भी कह दे, आप लोग कुछ भी दिखा दो मीडिया वाले, और सर्वे कुछ भी आया आपके मीडिया के अंदर, जो प्री पोल सर्वे आ चुके हैं, तब भी मेरा हंच कहता है, जो मैं कमेंट सुनता हूं लोगों से, आम लोगों से, गांव में, शहर में, पिछले 6 महीने से, उससे मुझे लगता है कि सरकार हमारी आनी चाहिए। बस मैं मानता हूं, मैं कोई एक सीट की कैलकुलेशन करता नहीं हूं कभी। मेरा हंच कहता है कि इस बार कांग्रेस सरकार पब्लिक बनाएगी। उसके 3 कारण हैं। एक तो हमारे खिलाफ हिंदुस्तान में पहली गवर्नमेंट ऐसी है जो एक्सपर्ट कहते हैं जिसके खिलाफ बिल्कुल ही एंटी इनकम्बेंसी नहीं है, वरना होते ही होता है। ये हमारा बहुत बड़ा प्लस पॉइंट हो गया। नंबर 2, मुख्यमंत्री के बारे में सबकी एक ही राय है, बीजेपी का वोटर भी कहेगा काम करने में कोई कमी नहीं रखी मुख्यमंत्री ने। नंबर 2। नंबर 3, जो मोदी जी, अमित शाह जी 5 साल मुख्यमंत्री इनका है, केंद्रीय मंत्री की तो लाइन लगी हुई थी, सबने एक भाषा बोली। वो भाषा थी डरावनी, भाषा थी बदले भावना की, तनाव पैदा करने वाली। जो भाषा बोल रहे थे वो किसी को पसंद नहीं आ रही थी, और मुझ पे तो धावा बोल दिया, क्योंकि सरकार गिरा नहीं पाई मेरी। जैसे इन्होंने मध्य प्रदेश, कर्नाटक, आंध्र प्रदेश सरकार गिराई, वैसी सरकार राजस्थान में गिराने फेल हो गए। वो दर्द इनमें छिपा हुआ है दिल के अंदर। इतने सोच समझ के सबने जैसे कोई प्लानिंग की हो दिल्ली बैठ करके कि किसी भी तरह हमें राजस्थान की सरकार को इस बार रिपीट नहीं करने देना है। उस रूप में लैंग्वेज बोल रहे थे गुस्से के अंदर। योगी जी महाराज बोलते जानते क्या बोलते थे, तो ये एक प्रकार से भड़काने वाली बातें भी करते थे धर्म के नाम पे भी। लगता है कि अगर वो चल गया इनका तो अलग बात है, पर परसेप्शन ऐसा है वो चला नहीं, इनका नहीं चला तो हम सरकार बनाएंगे।
एग्जिट पोल एक अनुमान है, अनुमान पर सही सटीक हो इसकी संभावनाएं 100% नहीं रहती, पर एक अनुमान जरूर है। राजस्थान में भारतीय जनता पार्टी प्रचंड बहुमत से सरकार बनाएगी। एक अंडरकरंट मौजूदा सत्तारूढ़ दल के खिलाफ है, और मध्य प्रदेश में हम रिपीट करेंगे, क्योंकि जहां चुनाव हुए हैं वहां सब दुनिया के सबसे लोकप्रिय नेता नरेंद्र मोदी जी का चेहरा सामने था। उनके जन कल्याण नीतियों के कारण से पूरे देश के अंदर गरीब के जीवन का स्तर ऊंचा हुआ है, उसके जीने का आधार और जीने का अंदाज बदला है। इन सारी बातों को लेकर और गरीब कल्याण की योजनाओं को लेकर मध्यम वर्गीय परिवार जिस प्रकार उमड़ घुमड़ कर भारतीय जनता पार्टी के साथ जुड़े हैं, मैं कह सकता हूं कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी प्रचंड बहुमत से सरकार में आएगी।
So we have done away with the 3 states. The fourth state remains a state where the Congress party swept to power last time, ended 15 years of Bharatiya Janata Party's total dominance of the state. So we said it's 40-50 to Indian National Congress. Access by India gives 40 to 50, but it gives 36 to 46. We were giving 35 to 45. Very close. Bhai type हो गए. जन की बात 38 to BJP, 50 to Indian National Congress. Today's Chanakya 33 to BJP, 57 to Indian National Congress. C voter 36-48, 41-53 to Indian National Congress. नीजा जी यही एक स्टेट है जहाँ मतलब कांग्रेस ऊपर से नीचे तक कह सकते हैं सेफ है।
Where there was no anti-incumbency as such.
लेकिन ये भी बहुत सेफ नहीं है।
नहीं है? Why?
49 is only 4 seats above majority.
You want to be the devil's advocate here?
You know, suppose BJP 39 से 40 हो जाती है, 40-41. BJP छोड़ेगी नहीं. They will try and form government. Knowing BJP, they will try and form a government. They must be already in touch with the people.
नंबर नहीं होंगे तब भी नहीं छोड़ेगी।
नंबर
होंगे फिर भी नहीं
it's too close ना. If it was 50, 55,
if it's
safe.
neck and neck, yeah, I think.
ये 49
they are not going to repeat Delhi's folly in Chhattisgarh.
But if
they again went for a poll and never came back.
I call this the base range and I call this the strike range, man. The strike range is 50, 50, 50, 57, 53. If you look at the strike range है, it's 48, 33, 38, 46, 45. कम है बीजेपी का छत्तीसगढ़ में हर पैमाने पे हर मायने पे
out of 5 Karthike 3 have given absolute majority to the BJP in Chhattisgarh.
Or is it true because of the fact
45, 46, 48
is it because of the fact that they didn't have a proper okay, let me take this question to Mr. Malik has been waiting, Mr. Saxena has been waiting. Mr. Malik, ये इसलिए कि कोई चेहरा वेहरा नहीं था उनका, रमन सिंह रिटायर भी हो रिटायर भी नहीं हो पाए. Is it because of that? Agree करते हैं?
There are several factors which we earlier discussed in our. Are you getting my voice? First,
आपकी आवाज आ रही है दुरुस्त, आप आराम से बोलिए.
Okay. So यहाँ पर कई सारे फैक्टर थे जिसके कारण जो है सो ये चुनाव का जो रिजल्ट इस प्रकार से दिखने को मिल रहा है. The first thing is that the battle जो है सो बीजेपी वर्सेस कांग्रेस नहीं था. It becomes the PM Modi versus Baghel and its policies. And the first thing is that even after that, there is a strong anti-incumbency wave against Baghel government, and this is why they have taken a calculated risk and finally they have not given tickets to the sitting 22 MLAs. Congress has not provided them tickets. And third thing is that there are infighting within the Congress. It is this time it is rarely reported in media, but last time we have seen there is strong anti-incumbency wave, and this is why there you see there are the
ठीक है
lessening in the seats.
ठीक है Mr. Saxena, your thoughts on Chhattisgarh?
My thoughts on Chhattisgarh.
हाँ, your thoughts on Chhattisgarh? ये तो बहुत साफ है और देखिए दो तो बराबर का भी दे रहे हैं 40-50 40-50 कंसेंसस भी है यहाँ.
I'm not getting your voice, Kartikeya.
आई एम सेइंग दो तो बराबर का दे रहे हैं. देयर इज अ कंसेंसस 40-50 40-50.
I didn't get your point.
My point is, if you look at the numbers are clear in Chhattisgarh. ज़्यादा anomaly नहीं है. It's clearly saying that the Congress has an edge in Chhattisgarh.
Yeah, that's true. And right from the beginning, people were talking about this only, that there is an age. There was an age for Congress, like in Madhya Pradesh. But in Chhattisgarh, it seems that Congress is going to form the government, unlike Madhya Pradesh, where they seem to be losing. At least statistics is saying so.
You know, people pick and choose statistics, but Brijesh, is this an election which tells us, at least in Chhattisgarh, that if you work at a very basic level, you can defy incumbency, you can defy a strong center, you can also defy a leader like Prime Minister Narendra Modi?
See, the fact is that what was very surprising, other than the comprehensive and thorough victory of Congress in Chhattisgarh in 2018, the sheer abandonment of Raman Singh. You know, for a three-term chief minister, Raman Singh is a pale shadow of his glorious past, and there is no regional leadership of the BJP which can take on Bhupesh Baghel as far as Chhattisgarh is concerned. And what has happened more is also that, you know, he has displayed his supremacy over his rival T.S. Singh Dev, and also he has you know, ensured in his big Mahadev public app, you know, the scam which is going on, being investigated by Enforcement Directorate, that he is not shy of taking on Prime Minister and ED himself. And that has made him some sort of a very, you know, challenging leader as far as Chhattisgarh is concerned. You know, honestly, I personally feel that the numbers on the other side of the fence, which is 40-50, I would see Congress somewhere in the range of 50 plus, 50 to 55 as far as Chhattisgarh is concerned.
Okay, now, you know, before I close this program, I'll go to Lalra Mehruni, political analyst and assistant professor from Faith College, Aizawl. We don't have the data on Mizoram, but we don't have the data on Mizoram right now. Vishal, do we have it right now? Is it ready? Then play it. Okay, thank you so much. I thought we will not be able to get it in time. So, okay, thank God. We have the Mizoram data. 40 seats total, 21 is to win. It's a small assembly. If you look at northeastern states, it's 60, 60, 60. Basically, this is the party I was talking about. Brijesh, recall? Last 3 programs I did, I said, watch out for this party.
We discussed with her as well.
Watch out for this party, ZPM. They have 5 MLAs, and it is on the line of Tipra Motha, which is to create a separate state, separate autonomous region, or separate region with powers under 6th schedule of Indian Constitution. Even CNX has given them 12 to 16, MNF 10 to 14, 14 to 18, Congress 5, very disappointing, 5 to 9, 8 to 10. Your thoughts on it? The rise of ZPM.
Yes. When I look at the exit poll figures, okay, I think that you know, the ground reality is a bit different, and you know, it is believed that the Congress will get lesser than this. The Congress will get lesser than this. You know, many of the local journalists and political analysts in Mizoram predicted the Congress will get you know, lesser than what the Janki Bhatt and the Indian TV CNX is predicting.
Madam,
yes.
Madam, okay, no pun intended. What can be less than 5, madam?
Hello?
I'm saying what can be less than 5? I mean to say.
It can be less
what
than
can be
5.
less than 5?
Yes, it can be less than 5.
Okay.
That's the ground reality. It can be less than 5.
Okay. Okay. Can you tell us the reason behind the rise of ZPM?
Yeah, ZPM is the third front which have been, you know, gaining popularity since 2018 elections. And this is one very important point is that in the 2018 elections that ZPM has a stronghold in the urban areas, especially in Aizawl constituencies. But they have gained popularity this time, even in the rural areas, because of their I should say the failure of the previous government, the MNF or the Congress, to implement land reforms or the economic policy, especially to the rural farmers, that they fail to deliver whatever they promise under NLUP or SADP. So now the masses, the voters, whether they are from the rural areas or from the urban areas, they have high hopes on this ZPM.
Madam, for our viewers outside, I know you have given us basic issues. Do you think that Manipur has affected the Mizoram polls? Zoramthanga last 60 days had been campaigning on Zomi Chin people.
And also
he had tweeted on Manipur issues. He has used the word our people. He did not allow biometrics to take place. He had taken a different position when there was an exodus from Myanmar. I don't think even the registration was done, though they went back. So he had taken extremely populist stand. I'm so surprised to know that despite the populist stand he has taken, ZPM has beaten them hands down.
Yes. But the thing is that the stand of all the political parties towards this Manipur issue and the Myanmar ethnic issue is the same, whether they are the Congress party, the BJP, or all the political parties across the state have the same stand with Zoramthanga. So I don't think this is this will be the important factor for him to win or to make him popular. But at some extent, yes, it will help. It helped the CM's party, the MNF party. But one more thing is that it is not just to the agriculturalists or the youth or the rural areas, but especially among the government workers, that the failure to give salary at the beginning of the month, delay of the government servant salary, also cause dissatisfaction among the government workers towards the present government. So both the government workers as well as the non-government workers are very disappointed with the present MNF government regarding the financial.
So is it correct to say, madam, that is it correct to say this is history in making? This is like Maharashtra Congress becoming a smaller party than other political formations, that it would be Congress ZPM led Congress supported government in Mizoram?
I don't think if the ZPM has gained majority.
No, I'm asking you this question because there was a tacit understanding.
Yes. Can you repeat your point again, sir?
There was a tacit understanding, madam, between ZPM and Indian National Congress.
Yes. Hello?
Yes, please. I was saying that there was an understanding.
Understanding between?
ZPM and Indian National Congress.
Yeah, but no, the understanding was that the ZPM was saying that if they cannot form a majority by themselves, they would not mind forming coalition government with the Congress. Okay, but not with the BJP.
Not with the BJP.
But how seeing from the number of the votes turnout, and seeing how the political string has swung towards the ZPM, I don't think there will be coalition government.
Okay, I think it's history in making. I must conclude like this. This is history in making,
exactly.
And the reason is very simple. This is another regional party which is creating a bigger footprint in Northeast, and a bigger party, Indian National Congress, which was power before MNS, is reduced to a third position, which means they will end up supporting ZPM, and you will have the person from ZPM as the chief minister, supported by the Congress party. If it is correct, if we go by the sum total of the poll, it is 17 to ZPM, 14 to MNF, and 8 to the Congress party. So this was a special program on poll of polls. Don't go away. We'll have a special program on Sunday at 7 a.m. But before that, let me play out the important bites of the day of the newspapers whose fortune will be affected on this Sunday.
7 एग्जिट पोल में किसी का आंकड़े एक आध समानता है, लेकिन 2 दिन बाद वो सभी पोल जो है एक समान होंगे। तो एग्जिट पोल चलने दीजिए, लेकिन सरकार हमारी बनेगी भारी बहुमत से बनेगी। अपनी मेहनत पे हमको विश्वास है और जनता पे भरोसा है।
55 सीट तक भारतीय जनता पार्टी जीत के आएगी। जो गैप दिखाया जा रहा है, वो चाहे सरगुजा का हो चाहे बस्तर का हो, उन सीटों को यदि एनालिसिस किया जाए तो उससे बड़ा स्पष्ट होता है कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी और ज़्यादा सीटों में जीतेगी और कहीं न कहीं 52 से 55 सीटों पर भारतीय जनता पार्टी बढ़त लेकर स्पष्ट बहुमत से छत्तीसगढ़ में सरकार बनाने जा रही है। 75 पार वाले 40 तक भी पहुंच गए। 2-3 सर्वे में जो रिपोर्ट आ रहा था 40 से 50 दिखाने का प्रयास हुआ, यानी 40 तक तो सर्वे की रिपोर्ट में कांग्रेस को आते हुए दिखाया जा रहा है, 42 तक आते हुए दिखाया जा रहा है, और कहाँ 75 पार करने वाले 40 में आके रुके हुए हैं। ये एग्जिट पोल का नतीजा है। जो 3 तारीख को जो नतीजा आएगा उसमें तो और चमत्कारिक होगा। ये 40 नहीं, ये 35 से नीचे जाने वाली है कांग्रेस, क्योंकि ये 40 तक भी नहीं पहुंचेगी। मैं स्पष्ट रूप से आज आपको कह रहा हूँ, 3 तारीख के नतीजे आपको दिखाएंगे।
मैंने पहले ही कहा था, मध्य प्रदेश में कोई कांटे की टक्कर नहीं है। भारतीय जनता पार्टी भारी बहुमत से जीतेगी। प्रधानमंत्री जी के प्रति प्रेम, उनका नेतृत्व, अमित शाह जी की रणनीति, नड्डा जी का मार्गदर्शन, कार्यकर्ताओं का अनथक परिश्रम और हमारी प्रदेश की सरकार की अनेकों योजनाएं जिनने जनता की जिंदगी बदली है और विकास, ये स्पष्ट बताते थे कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी भारी बहुमत से जीतेगी। मैं तो हमेशा आत्मविश्वास से भरा रहा और मैंने सदैव कहा कि जो एग्जिट पोल कह रहा है वो लगभग जन भावनाएं हैं और हम भारी बहुमत से जीतेंगे। देखो, कांटे की टक्कर, लाडली बहनों ने सारे कांटे निकाल दिए, कोई कांटा बचे ही नहीं। मैंने ऐसा चुनाव नहीं देखा कि जहां हम जाते थे पुरुषों की भीड़ तो होती थी, लेकिन उससे ज्यादा बहनें आती थी, बेटियां आती थी, बच्चे भी आते थे, और बहनों का जो लाड़ और प्यार मिला वो अद्भुत और अभूतपूर्व है। अभी भी मैं कई जगह जाता हूं तो बहनें दौड़ के जाती और ये कहती कि भैया अपन जीत रहे हैं। वो ये नहीं कहती कि बीजेपी की सरकार बनेगी कि आपकी सरकार बनेगी, वो ये कहती कि अपन जीत रहे हैं। अपन जीत रहे हैं मतलब बीजेपी की जीत में बहनों को अपनी जीत दिखाई दे रही है, और इसलिए लाडली बहना ने सचमुच में चमत्कार किया।
नहीं, कहीं भी भारतीय जनता पार्टी का सर्वे में या एग्जिट पोल में पलड़ा भारी नजर नहीं आ रहा है। छत्तीसगढ़ हो, मध्य प्रदेश हो, तेलंगाना हो, राजस्थान हो, चारों जगह कांग्रेस की सरकार बन रही है। जहाँ तक मध्य प्रदेश का सवाल है, मैं दावे नहीं करता, स्वभाव नहीं है, संख्या भी नहीं बताता, नेचर नहीं है, पर 135 सीट से ऊपर आके कांग्रेस की सरकार बनेगी।
लेकिन एग्जिट पोल तो कहीं कोई एग्जिट पोल
रिस्पेक्ट है एग्जिट पोल का, पर जब मैं 135 से ऊपर बोल रहा हूँ तो ये मेरा वीडियो, मेरा बयान संभाल के रखना। जब 135 से ऊपर आकर कांग्रेस की सरकार बनेगी तब इसका काम आएगा।
छत्तीसगढ़ में भी कांटे की टक्कर नजर आ रही है।
सीधी छत्तीसगढ़ में कांग्रेस की सरकार बन रही है, स्पष्ट बहुमत से बन रही है, 2/3 बहुमत से बन रही है।
I don't understand what kind of illogical exit poll this is when people are still queued up. People are still voting. What kind of a stupid exit poll is that, where people are all continuing to vote, and now you come out with this and publish it? In a way, indirectly, I can accuse you also of being hand in glove with my opposition, but I'll not go thus far. All I'm going to say is, it's ridiculous of Election Commission of India also, basically to allow for exit polls at 5:30 when people are queuing up to vote till 9. I think it's very ludicrous.
जो सर्वे कुछ कम ज़्यादा उसमें आ रहे हैं, लेकिन सभी ये बता रहे हैं कि कांग्रेस पार्टी 60 के आगे जाएगी, मेजॉरिटी आएंगी। लेकिन कुछ सर्वे ये भी कह रहे हैं कि अच्छी तरह पोजीशन में कांग्रेस पार्टी आएगी। हमारा पहले से ही कहना है कि हम 70+ तेलंगाना में जाएंगे।
लेकिन जो एग्जिट पोल के आंकड़े आ रहे हैं, क्या नतीजे भी वैसे ही होंगे?
बिल्कुल, नतीजे 100%। 70+ हमने पहले से, क्योंकि हर कॉन्स्टिट्यूंसी के अंदर क्या स्थिति है इसका जायजा हमने लिया है, बार बार चर्चा हुई है, वहाँ की स्थितियों के बारे में चर्चा हुई है, और हमने बड़ी अच्छी तरीके से कैंपेन भी चलाया है, सीट के बारे में भी बड़ी अच्छी तरीके से चयन किया है और हमें पूरा भरोसा है।
देखिए, राजस्थान की जनता जितना भी मैंने सुना लोगों से, वो बड़ी साइलेंट वोट करा था इस बार। तो मुझे यकीन है कि अगर कोई एग्जिट पोल वाले उनसे पूछने भी आए होंगे तो जनता ने कुछ खास बताया नहीं होगा, लेकिन जो करंट है जनता के अंदर वो परिवर्तन का है और एक पूर्ण बहुमत की सरकार, एक प्रचंड जीत के साथ भारतीय जनता पार्टी सरकार बना रही है, ये निश्चित है। ये जो टक्कर है ये एग्जिट पोल तक ही सीमित है। खुश हो लें आज कांग्रेस वाले सारे, क्योंकि 3 तारीख को जो नतीजा निकलेगा वो पूरा का पूरा भारतीय जनता पार्टी की तरफ होगा, क्योंकि राजस्थान की जनता परिवर्तन चाहती है। राजस्थान की जनता ऐसे कुछ अधूरे मन से काम नहीं करती। आप पुराना रिकॉर्ड उठा के देख लीजिए, जब भी भारतीय जनता पार्टी की तरफ वोट पड़ा है तो प्रचंड वोट पड़ा है, आशीर्वाद हुआ है और वो इस बार भी होने वाला है।
मेरा ये मानना है भाई कि भाजपा की सरकार प्रचंड बहुमत से आएगी, कांग्रेस सिमट जाएगी। पिछले इतिहास जो है 5 विधानसभाओं के, वो इतिहास दोहराया जाएगा।
हमें 3600 कौम के सभी धर्मों के वोट मिले और आज जो एग्जिट पोल के नतीजे आ रहे हैं उसमें कांग्रेस की सरकार बनती नजर आ रही है और मुझे पूरी उम्मीद है कि जो एग्जैक्ट पोल होंगे, जो 3 तारीख को एग्जैक्ट पोल के नतीजे आएंगे, वो हमारे लिए इससे बहुत और ज्यादा संतुष्टिदायक होंगे।
अगर आपके सर्वे सारे देखे तो कांग्रेस की ताकत बहुत बढ़ रही है और लोग कांग्रेस के साथ है, सत्य के साथ है। और ये जो लड़ाई हो रही है, लोगों ने हुकुमशाही को रिजेक्ट किए करेंगे, महंगाई के खिलाफ, बेरोजगारी के खिलाफ मतदान हो रहा है और कांग्रेस बहुत बढ़ रही है, क्योंकि कांग्रेस ने वायदा किया है कि वो बेरोजगारी, महंगाई के खिलाफ लड़ेंगे। तो लोगों को विश्वास है कि कांग्रेस पूरा ताकत से ये करेगी। आज आप देख रहे हैं महाराष्ट्र में बहुत सारे इलेक्शन, जिला परिषद हो, नगर पालिका हो, महानगर पालिका, एक भी इलेक्शन नहीं हुआ है। इतनी बड़ी ताकत उनकी है तो इलेक्शन क्यों नहीं ले रहे? तो अभी लोकसभा तक कोई कुछ नहीं डिस्टर्ब करना चाहते, इसका मतलब है कुछ तो गड़बड़ है ना।
मुझे लगता है कि जो 5 राज्यों का चुनाव हो रहा है उसमें 3 राज्यों में बीजेपी की सरकार आएगी, एनडीए की सरकार आएगी, ऐसा में पूरा विश्वास है। उसमें राजस्थान नंबर 1 पर है, 2 नंबर पर मध्य प्रदेश भी है, 3 नंबर पर छत्तीसगढ़ भी है। तो 3 राज्यों में हमें अपेक्षा है।
एग्जिट पोल के नतीजे इतने डाइवर्स हैं, उस पर कुछ कह ही नहीं सकते। इतना मैं कह सकता हूँ कि इस चुनाव में मैं दावे के साथ कह सकता हूं कि मध्य प्रदेश के अंदर 130 सीटों से ज़्यादा कांग्रेस पार्टी को सीटें मिलेंगी, स्पष्ट बहुमत मिलेगा। लोगों में एक भावना थी बदलाव की और बदलाव का वोट मिलेगा। जनता चुनाव लड़ी है, कांग्रेस का छोटा कार्यकर्ता चुनाव लड़ा है। लोग बाग ऊब चुके हैं शिवराज सिंह चौहान, उनके झूठे वादों से और भारतीय जनता पार्टी के दुष्कर्मों से, भारतीय जनता पार्टी के कुशासन।
गहलोत जी, कौनी मिले वोट जी।
भड़काने वाली स्पीच हो रही।